Lawmakers in France are debating the government's latest budget proposals. The Prime Minister continuing to ignore calls for a tax on France's ultra-wealthy. This as the socialists proposed introducing a Zucman light tax. Olivia Bizot is covering the story for us from the National Assembly, and we can go across to her now. Olivia, good afternoon. What is happening there today, and is this government on shaky ground?
Good afternoon, Delano. Well, yes, this government is on very shaky grounds. As we speak, lawmakers are deep in the 2026 budget marathon. They're going through the text amendment by amendment. On Tuesday, they voted on about 100 or hundreds of amendments, but there are still more than 3,000 to go. Now, the final text was supposed to be voted on the 4th of November, but we're now being told that given the speed at which the lawmakers are voting on this text, that is looking very unlikely. Now, in a separate room at the same time, the Social Affairs Committee is voting on the Social Security Finance Bill, and the final text for that bill is expected on the 12th of November. But the atmosphere is incredibly tense here. The Sébastien Lecornu 2.0 government is looking very fragile. It's walking on a political tightrope, and one of the biggest political flashpoints, which you mentioned, is the highly contentious Zucman tax. Now, the original version proposed a 2% wealth tax on fortunes of over 100 million euros. The left say that it's about fairness, but the central and right-wing blocs say that it will prevent investment. So the Socialist Party has put forward this light Zucman tax, which is a softer version. It would impact fortunes of over 10 million euros, but it would exclude family businesses and startups. Now, that proposal has also faced a huge amount of backlash, but for the Socialist Party, it's a red line. They have said that if some form of this Zucman tax is not included in the 2026 budget, it will vote down this government by the end of the week, which could mean a dissolution of the National Assembly. So the situation is looking incredibly fragile. And it almost feels like every session here means that we will find out whether this government could survive or fall, really.
And this